Hello everyone and a warm welcome to my channel Wisdom. In today's video, we will be learning one of the most impactful events in India's struggle for independence, the non-cooperation movement. Today, we'll explore why it started, how it gained momentum, and its significance in our history. So whether you're a student from the Maharashtra Board studying in Standard 8 or just curious about this inspiring chapter in Indian history, you're in the right place. Get ready to journey back to 1920 and discover the power of non-violence and unity in action through this lesson. Let's get started. First, let's understand the meaning of non-cooperation. What is non-cooperation? It simply means the act of not working together with someone or not doing what they ask you to do. Means you are not cooperating with someone. Now this movement was brought about by none other than the father of our nation, that is Mahatma Gandhi. The period from 1920 to 1947 is known as the Gandhian era because it was from here that the national movement went into his hands after the death of Lokmanya Tilak. Mahatma Gandhi introduced this movement using the principles of truth, non-violence and satyagraha in this freedom struggle. Now let us understand how Mahatma Gandhi began leading this freedom movement. Role of Gandhiji in South Africa. Mahatma Gandhi went to South Africa for some legal work in the year 1893, and South Africa was already a colony of the British at that time, and many Indians had settled there for business, trade and other such works. The Indians in South Africa were treated as criminals, and all the time they were humiliated. Even Mahatma Gandhi was thrown out of a train while he was traveling in South Africa. This was because of the discrimination that was followed there. The discrimination was in between the blacks and the whites. The whites were referred to the British and the blacks were the natives of South Africa. But because some Indians had also settled there, they also suffered the same humiliation as the natives did. Now later, the government had declared that the blacks had to carry an identity card with them. So in this way, their freedom was very much restricted. And Gandhiji there followed the path of Satyagraha and helped these people against the injustice. After working hard in South Africa and helping them gain justice, Gandhiji returned to India in the year 1915. And when he came, he went around the country and was disheartened looking at the misery and poverty of the people in India. He took a vow to serve the nation and stayed at Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad. He used the technique of Satyagraha to gain justice for the common people. The philosophy of Satyagraha. Satyagraha means insistence of truth. The main objective of Satyagraha is through patience. Through patience, an unjust person is made aware of truth and justice, and also to bring in him or her a transformation in his or her views. Now, a person following Satyagraha should never use any means of violence or untruth. All these were the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhiji's path of Satyagraha made an impact on Martin Luther King, who was struggling for the rights of the blacks in America, as well as on Nelson Mandela in South Africa. In Bihar, the farmers of Champaran region were forced to cultivate indigo. The cultivators suffered economically since they received only a fixed amount from the planters. Gandhiji went to Champaran in the year 1917. There, he organized the farmers in Champaran and launched an agitation by following the way of Satyagraha. Gandhiji's first war of independence in India had become successful, and the farmers were given full justice. The Kheda Satyagraha. Due to constant famines in the Kheda district in Gujarat, the crops had failed. Still, land tax was forcibly collected by the government. Now, Gandhiji had suggested that the farmers should refuse to pay the tax. Soon, the farmers had begun a movement for scraping off the tax at Kheda in the year 1918. Gandhiji accepted the leadership of this movement, and within a short period of time, the government suspended the tax. The workers' movement at Ahmedabad. Now, during the First World War, there was an inflation. Inflation meaning an increase in the rate of commodities, an increase in the prices of all the daily necessities like oil, salt, sugar, all these basic food items. The price had gone high during the First World War, and it was during this time of difficulty that the mill workers in Ahmedabad had demanded for a rise in their salary. But this demand was unfortunately rejected by the mill owners. So the workers had started a movement under the advice of Gandhiji. Gandhiji had advised these workers to go on a hunger strike. Following the advice of Gandhiji, the mill owners had to turn back and the salary of the workers had finally increased. Now let's do a recap of what we learned in today's video. Today we learned the meaning of non-cooperation. We also learned about how Mahatma Gandhi started his freedom movement in South Africa, and then how he brought that to India, in our country. We also learnt about the various means of Satyagraha, that is through patience, insistence of truth and non-violence. Then we learnt about the Satyagrahas that were led by Mahatma Gandhi, that is the Champaran Satyagraha, the Kheda Satyagraha, and also the workers' movement in Ahmedabad. Now, in the next video, I will explain the remaining parts of this lesson. This was all for now. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, then please share it with others as well and also give it a like. And if you want me to upload a topic of your choice, then you can mention it in the comments below. Sooner or later, it will be uploaded. Thanks again for all your support. Meet you next time. Bye bye.